Now I got to figure out what the heck I'm going to do so I'm not going to play WarioWare. It's not a wow. It's just I'm pivoting. I'm pivoting. What I am going to do first, though, I got to go to the bathroom. So I'll see you in 3 minutes. And yeah, I'm just going to go to the bathroom. In the meantime, I'll play like a little bit of, maybe a little bit of this song here, a little bit of this song. Maybe you've heard of it. Hello. Woo. Dunk, dunk. I will play the top recommended next video from YouTube. Oh. Sorry. What a, oh man. Dum da dum dum dum. Dum da 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 dum. Yeah, I thought like, what if we play some Mario Maker, man? I don't know what to play. Let's play some Mario Maker. No, I'm not gonna play Fall Guys. Come on, man. It's a good game. I just don't want to play it because I hate it. No, I just played too much of it. Here we go. We will play some... Tomo, please get away from the cords, my friend, my son. Course World? That's where we want to be. Course World. New notifications received? Nope. That's for future me to deal with. Slash marker, Mario Maker. Bro, I don't know what to play today, so I thought, what if we just, first off, said we're playing Mario Maker, and then secondly, said, here's Tomo, so if you're mad at what we're playing, you can't be mad, because there's Tomo. Hey, Tomo. Hello, buddy. Now, if you could just get in the box and not pull out all my USB cables. He's gonna pull out the USB cables, but that's okay. Let's do some courses. Let's do some popular course. Look at the state of Mario Maker, man. Hot courses. One play, one clear. I don't think so. Popular courses. Weekly. That's perfect. Popular courses weekly. Light piranha platforming. Hold on, we need to filter. Because we need to make the difficulty expert or super expert. Let's start on expert or super expert weekly rankings. Perils of the P by Doom Bongo. Oh, who among ye is the true P daddy? It's been a while. I'm not using a Pro controller either. I'm using the crappy little Joy-Cons. Hey, Tomo. Okay, let's see. Okay, I understand. We're already screwed, but I understand. Hand cramps incoming. I believe that. I can already tell. Gonna need to grab that. Among Us. Hey, Tomo. Hey, buddy. Whoa! He's doing it, man. He's doing it. Excuse me. Nope, dead. That's fine. We'll keep trying. It's progress, man. It's progress. Feels good to be back. Hey, Tomo, you can't do this, man. You can't always be jumping up against my leg, licking my hand and stuff like that. Madness, imprisoning me. Don't ask me anything about the checkpoint leak, please. I have no idea. I mean, when I say please, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just saying I got no clue. Like, sometimes people, they'll ask questions that make no sense. Like, they think that, and I'm sure that other streamers can relate. I'm sure they get asked this question about me. But sometimes people will be like, hey, do you know what this person's, like, playing on their stream today? And I'm like, I talk to them. We share 7 words a week. And usually it's like, do you see this shit right here? Hey, NL, can you tell someone to unban me? Like, Jay has talked to me more than almost any other streamer I know recently. And it was for us to commiserate about what they did to... Well, you're not supposed to throw it there. It's for what they did to Dust. Like, Dust 2 now has, like, they put a hallway in mid, so you can't actually snipe anymore from spawn. Like, what are they... kids these days, they can't handle getting sniped. Oh, I hate spawning in a game, looking mid, and then being punished for looking mid because people have been playing this game for 40 years. How is it possible you can... have you ever... You could... Dust 2, I'm just saying, it should be immutable. It's been fine for 30 years. Why mess with it now? Hey, just a question. Does the Nintendo Switch Pro Controller have the ability to connect wirelessly to the Switch? Because This right here, I don't know if you can see. I'm flexing it. Can you see? Overall body fat percentage, probably like 23 right now. Right here, this is Mr. Olympia caliber. A Frieder. 50 tier 1 subs. Oh my God. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. This one's for you. Just give me a second. That's not the game, sir. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it does too. What are they doing? A Frieder. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How does a player connect a controller? Because this is like chaos here. Dust 2. What a concept. I'm holding the button. I mean, I haven't used this probably since the last time Checkpoint League happened. I bet I gotta plug it in. Is it possible to plug this in while the Switch is being played? Yes? All right. Okay, hold on one moment. I gotta lean my belly into the webcam here, so I'm just gonna go to this screen real quick. Just to preserve my own dignity. Just gotta sneak right by you right there. Of course, I had the USB the wrong way around the first time. Then I had it the wrong way around the second time, which means it was actually right the first time. Oh, you know, hold on. I don't think that's a... Oh, that's a USB. Yeah, okay. Here we go. Got it in. It's the same both ways around. Wrong. Wrong again. Okay, there is an orange button that is now on. Controllers, change grip order. Press LR on the controller. It's not connecting. One moment. Search. Should I be searching? Search. On a crossword, what is Canada's smallest province? 3 letters, PEI. Hit the minus button to search. Controllers will be searched for by activating the vibration feature. Okay. It had the pro... There it is. Okay. I'm in. But it took me out. As soon as when I was out, it took me back in. It's like it saw it, and then it was like, no, thank you. Hold minus. Controllers will be searched for. Show screen. Okay, yeah, we found it. Is on. It vibrated. Hold the sync button, maybe. Is it out of batteries? Yeah, but it's plugged in. There we go. I see it. Press A when ready. Dude, I've actually done it. Can you believe this? I've troubleshooted my own Nintendo property with chat's help. We're back. But I'm playing on my preview window. And now it disconnected me again. This is what happened last time. It was like I was in on this, and now the audio's cursed. What a world, man. The battery's too low. Look, but it's plugged in. And look, it's on 1 bar green. But now, like, there we go. There we go. You're good. We've solved it. Hope. Okay. Problem solved. You're not gonna believe me, but like that, I held the button down and that's how it reacted to me. Is he okay? I feel like this thing's been in my drawer collecting dust. Yeah, it's now dead again. All right, like turns out like this is a piece of shit. All right, no big deal. I guess we'll just use the one that breaks your hands. It needs to charge a bit. Maybe. Now I'm like, now I don't want you to use this controller. I want this controller to die because that's like what it's been doing. So that I can then make these controllers the top. Thank you, thank you. Well, now that we got the Pro Controller plugged in, it's going to be great for WarioWare in the future. Okay, there we go. It's no problem. Like, one of the cool things about being in your 30s is like, you know, instead of just being like, oh, my hands kind of hurt, you get like the added benefit of possibly like fucking over all the tiny little tendons and stuff in there forever. Instead of it just being like a temporary problem, it could like screw your hands up for life and lead to like chronic pain there, which I think is good. Use the Joy-Cons on WarioWare for like 20 hours. The game is literally like an analog stick and a button. Like you're not getting up to too much over the course of WarioWare. It's the Joy-Cons? I mean, I played the Joy-Cons. The Joy-Cons are superior for some games. And I know how that sounds. But like in Tetris 99, the fastest way to determine whether or not you actually know what you're talking about is if people are like, he's using the Joy-Cons? Get yourself a Pro Controller, man, lol, am I right? Upvotes to the left. And then everybody who's actually played Tetris 99 is like, you don't use the Pro Controller for it because the Pro Controller D-pad has phantom down presses. In a lot of games, that's not noticeable, but in Tetris 99, it'll ruin your whole life. Yeah, see, Apollo's like one of the greatest Mario Maker players on Earth, and he uses the the Joy-Con D-pad. See? Unfortunately, he's never created a level this difficult. So you're about to see what it looks like when you beat a level, Apollo. Apollo's insane and uses the control stick. No, you gotta use the controls. You guys have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. Sorry. You have no idea what the frick you're talking about. You use the analog stick for Mario Maker. I say this as somebody who the first time I heard that went, you're stupid. Why would you ever use the D-pad for Mario? Or why wouldn't you use the D-pad for Mario? But the Joy-Con analog stick is actually the play. I pivoted halfway through through Checkpoint League. Okay, you toss it there. That's makeable, man. That's makeable. And now I'm trying to use you to babysit my kids. If I can't get a babysitter, you can't get a babysitter, okay? Oh, so freaking close. I've recently watched Shang-Chi. Can you explain the ending? Not yet. Not until it comes to Disney Plus. What do babysitters charge in Vancouver? I have no concept. I would not hire somebody randomly to just look after my baby. I don't know how you get a babysitter if you don't just pick somebody that's like family. Like if I had a friend who is you know, they had like a 15-year-old daughter who needed some pocket money so she could go to the mall, I would be like, that's a great opportunity for a win-win situation. Unfortunately, I'm a millennial, which means about 10% of my friends are planning on ever getting married, and about 1% of them are planning on ever having children. And most of them don't even live in like the same area code as me, which means like the babysitter economy is built on a house of cards right now. We're gonna have some Uber for babysitters. I'm gonna hire somebody. It's gonna cost me $60 an hour. They're gonna get $8 of it. They're gonna spend the whole time trying to convince my daughter to, like, you know, buy their mixtape on SoundCloud or something like that. It's gonna be a disaster. Plus the delivery fee. I don't even want to think about it. +2. Many +2s. Hey, let's turn that +2 into a +4. Hey, Ron DeSantis. Frick you, mother fricker. You frickin' suck. That's what we've amplified the joke now. My hand. Yunk. Yunk. We can make this. Just focus for a second. Fight through the pain. Anyway, it's okay that we're like, we haven't had, I mean, we haven't really looked for a babysitter for one, but that's mostly because, like, there's nothing also to do right now still. Like, things are open, but it's really like, you're kind of taking things into your own hands. I'm double vaxxed, my wife's double vaxxed. I feel like the odds of a breakthrough infection are not high. That being said, do I really want to chance it, like to go to the movie theater to see Shang-Chi? Not really. I would rather... Oh, Z-jumping. Oh, okay. This is a new mechanic. Go up in the air. What about Dune? I saw a trailer for Dune yesterday, and I was kind of excited. I was like, man, that looks really good. And then I realized it wasn't even Dune at all. That was Foundation coming to Apple TV. I'm sure Dune looks good. What is it? It's got like it's in the 90s on Rotten Tomatoes. That's pretty good. Yeah, it hasn't come out in North America yet. Europe gets it first because they need a dub. I said the same thing when I saw that trailer. Dude, I love sci-fi, though. Only Z onto the spike? Okay. Actually worked I'm pissed that that worked. They should... Apollo, they should move the Z, then. Right, Apollo? Hey, hey. Apollo, the arbiter of everything that's right and wrong in Mario Maker level design. They gotta move the Z. Sorry, we're still warming up. You got a Z jump there? That changed the game for us, though. That changed the game. Don't Z jump there, you A jump there. Or yeah, B jump, whatever. Where are you when you press Z? Honestly, kind of a personal question. Quite frankly, kind of a personal question. Owned? Don't Z jump there, B jump there. Look, I haven't played Mario Maker probably in about a year. So this is not unexpected. Let's put it that way. Why don't you call it Zed? I love my country. I love my countrymen. I think we should surrender in the cultural war over Z and Z. I don't see why we shouldn't just coalesce around Z. I don't think it makes any difference, quite frankly. It also, I have to acknowledge that, in my opinion, Z makes more sense. Let me explain it to you. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z makes way more sense. The song does not work. The song does not work unless you make it Z instead of Z. That's fine if Canadians want to get rid of the song in order to stick to their principles of calling it Z. If you want to make your own brand new song that works, then by all means. Otherwise, I think we should just go with Z, quite frankly. Z sounds too much like C. Yeah, that's not a... You're picking your battles. There's like 7 letters that sound the same. Well, kind of got that right. D, C, T, V, E, like M, N. That's why over the phone they had to invent like a new alphabet. So I'm just honestly trying to just make friends, basically. Like, if you can't compromise, look, there's a lot of things that Canada does better than America, but I do think Z is just better than Z. You got to acknowledge like all the situation, like all the data points that are working against Z in this situation. If you're a big fan of Z over Z, let me guess. You have like 7 shirts that have the Canadian flag on them. You have a shirt that says, "Yeah, I'm Canadian. Sorry if that offends you, eh?" Nosy, nosy. Nosy. Oh, you're already spinning. You're already spinning on that one. What does box mean again? Box is grab? Is that correct? Grab, okay. You got a Z jump there? That's fine. Please blow your nose. Please seek therapy. Like immediately. Even if you have to pay out of pocket, I promise you it'll pay dividends in the long term. Probably in the short term for me as well. But for you in the long term, because it seems like there's a tall mountain to climb. That's what you get when you let your heart win, okay? That's toxic. Please blow your nose when I'm not congested is way more toxic. Son of a... But they said please? That's I saw this on Twitter today and I was like, I agree. There's some people out there that just like, they think if you dress up rude things in please and thank yous, that to be offended by them makes you the rude one. They call these people Midwesterners and Southerners. They live as southeast as Florida and as northwest, I think, as Idaho. I'm not sure. But they say things like, could you please move out of my neighborhood because I don't like you? And then you're like, what the fuck? No? And then they're like, well, you can't be mad because I said please and thank you. It happens in chat all the time. Could you please grow hair? That's a rude thing to say. To respond to rudeness with rudeness is not rude. It's actually polite. You're treating someone as they treat other people. That's called the golden rule. But not the golden rule from the Lonely Island, which I believe is, it's okay when it's in a three-way, with a honey in the middle and some leeway. The area's gray in a 1-2-3 way. What? We're okay. I mean, we can't possibly win, but we can at least get to there. Could you please sing the whole song? Okay, it goes, yeah, 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 yeah. 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 Yeah, 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 no, no. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. And then it goes, Jam, summertime in the city. And everybody's having sex, you know. I just got a page last week from a girl that I met at the Payless shoe store. I also got a cutie to call who loves the way I knock on her boots. So it's time to Mac. Let's handle that. Meet back in 2 to 6 hours. We'll meet back and regroup. Now let's shoot. Roll up to the crib with some bottle and James. I'm off the bus with the Alizé. Now hold on, player. What are you diggity doing here? Well, I could diggity ask you the same. Hey, boys, I want you both. I hope that you think that's cool. I said, word. I know most guys won't freak together. She forgot about the golden rule. Uh-huh. End scene. You don't need the chorus. You know the chorus. Son of a... Why do you know the whole thing? Because it's kind of like, it's a bop. I've said it many times, like, I'm like up and down on the Lonely Island. But there's a few songs where they did not have to go as hard as they did in order to make people laugh. They went hard enough to be like that song with normal lyrics could have charted. Instead, they were like, let's use it for like a punchline, which is respect, man. That's like playing Flip It and Rip It with, you know, legacy cards in Magic the Gathering. Also, Popstar Never Stop Stopping. I'm gonna call it. It's the second best musical mockumentary. Number one, Spinal Tap. You can't beat it. Or at least I'd like to see you try. Frick. Popstar Never Stop. You know what? That's true. Walk Hard is really good. That's tough. That's tough. I'd have to think about it. Dude, something that's kind of crazy about Popstar Never Stop Stoppin', though, is that they made, like, the whole parody soundtrack. In the movie, they sing, like, 2 lines from every song. But they actually made full songs for all of them that are on the soundtrack. Mona Lisa, You're an Ugly Piece of Shit. That's a good one. I Want to Fuck You as Hard as the United States Military Fucked Osama bin Laden. It's a shrewd film. I would recommend, if you've never seen Popstar Never Stop Stopping. You gotta watch it, man. It's good. I mean, there's some juvenile stuff in it, but that's half the fun. Walk Hard is also really good. We're gonna make it, man. You know what? Get Him to the Greek is also another... That's a... I think that's underrated because people don't like Russell Brand. And that's true. I find it kind of annoying as well, quite frankly. But he's playing an insufferable asshole in Get Him to the Greek, which makes it okay. Forgetting Sarah Marshall is much better. I think it's better. I wouldn't say is much better. What I would say is that Forgetting Sarah Marshall is definitely not a musical documentary, except for the part where Jason Segel he does the music for like a CSI knockoff, and after he gets broken up with, he's scoring it, and then Kristen Bell walks into the room on the camera, and he starts going donk ka donk 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 ka donk 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 dunk ka dunk ka dunk 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 dunk. That's really good. That's a great moment. And also Van Helsing, yes. I see Van Helsing, I swear on my life I will slay him. Ha ha ha! Die, die, die. I can't. I love it. It's like 80% of the people watching are having a good time right now. 20% are trying to like bait Mario toxicity. Please make the jump. Please. I'm happy for us that we're all having a lot of laughs here, but the point of the stream is not entertainment. The point of the stream is to finish the Mario level and hear that little musical sting where it goes da 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 da. Please. Please finish the level. You gotta do a Z jump there, man. You gotta do a Z jump there. Fine. Just for you, I'll do it on this one. Radio silence. Everyone shut the fuck up. Nobody make any jokes or anything. Okay, fine. I'll shut the fuck up. Nobody make any jokes or anything. Don't make me laugh, okay? Okay, nobody make any jokes. Nobody scratch your beard or anything like that. I'll just... Okay, if you want to see the level get beaten so bad, I'll just beat it. Not this one. This is just a nice little warm-up. Be funny instead? Okay. I mean, like, it turns out, like, there's a lot of overlap between comedy and music, right? Zed, also known as Z8787. Thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Do you want a serious run or do you want a joke run? This is a long section here for sure. Frick! I want a Wario run. You know somebody on the subreddit tilted me? Without knowing it? Because there's been a few comments about how NL doesn't understand shapes. And don't even get me started, because they made a thread that was like, it's crazy how the shapes are 50-50 if you just play with chance, and yet he gets it wrong almost every time. And then somebody replied that was actually like, you idiot, it's not 50-50. The first pick is 50-50 if you were going completely by chance, because 2 of 4 are correct. But then if you get it right, the last one is actually 1 in 3 picking by chance. And then they said, okay, lol, you got me, but at the same time, why would you pick the wrong shape? And I'm like, that's the point! That's why it's hard! Anyway, somebody then in the thread, without even knowing that they were like a morale assassin, said... LOL, I don't know if he is checked this week's Wario Cup yet, but you're forced to do shapes. And I was like, you don't know if I've checked out the Wario Cup this week? Played it for, 4 hours. Played it for 4 hours. It's Christian's Jack Nicholson. Nice to meet you. No! Jack Nicholson. Yeah, my name's Jack. What a coincidence. My name's Christian Slater. Him, me. Christian Slater. What if Christian Slater and Jack Nicholson were Doug and Steve Butabi from A Night at the Roxbury? You ever consider that? True Romance, 1 out of 10 rating. I haven't seen True Romance. I know it's highly regarded. I'm just on a kick right now where I have to see every absolutely dog shit movie ever made. I finished Dirty Grandpa. I genuinely, in my heart of hearts, think it might be the most disagreeable comedy I've ever watched in my entire life. It's an absolute disaster. Some of the stuff they got Robert De Niro saying, in my opinion, constitutes elder abuse. And I'm not just saying that as a joke. Like I feel like Robert De Niro needed like someone with power of attorney to save him from being in the film. No. Aubrey Plaza is in it. I honestly think that movie single-handedly destroyed all the goodwill that Aubrey Plaza had built up from Parks and Rec. Like she's just so annoying. She's like her own character amped up to 11. Like I think at one point Robert De Niro says, me and my grandson, we're just going to go, do some chipping on the golf course. And then she says, oh my God, maybe after that you could chip some balls into my vagina. And I'm just like, just shut the fuck up, okay? You're funny. If the script says, then Aubrey Plaza says, chip some balls into my vagina, what you do is you take the part, and then when it's time for that scene, you say, are you kidding me? I'm not going to fucking say that. I'm funnier than this. And then just ad-lib your own line. You gotta Sharpie that out. It's the worst written, I genuinely feel this as somebody who just watched the second Dumb and Dumber sequel. Dirty Grandpa is the worst written movie I've ever seen in my entire life. It's pure garbage. It's actually disgusting. Some of the, you know what? Where's my phone? I can't say some of the stuff that Robert De Niro says in this movie, okay? But I'll look, because I know you're going to be like, how bad could it be? But I'm going to read you some just to... Okay, here we go. Just so you get a sense of belief. Moviequotesandmore.com. Dirty Grandpa's best quotes. Our rating, 2 out of 5. Okay, best quotes. Here you go. Hold on. One moment, please. Here's one of the best quotes in the movie. Zac Efron. I don't understand why you have to drive down to Florida. You just had the funeral. Robert De Niro replies, your grandmother and I were there at this time every year. That's the quote. Tell me that this website is generated by an AI without telling me that it's generated by an AI. Okay, here we go. Dirty Grandpa 2016. So quotable. Look, this is a scene between Robert De Niro and Aubrey Plaza. I'm sure that you can figure out who's who. Look, I'm sorry. I don't know if I can do this. I haven't done it for a long time. I want you to tear open my bra like it's a social security check. Tell me you've fallen and you can't get up. I've fallen and I can't get up. Tell me things were better under Eisenhower. Things were better under Eisenhower. We like Ike. We like Ike. We like Ike. Are you coming or dying? I'm not sure. Maybe both. This is another scene between Aubrey Plaza and Robert De Niro. For what it starts with Aubrey Plaza and then it alternates line by line. For what it's worth, I still really want to fuck you. Oh, we're gonna fuck. Yeah, we are. We're gonna thunder fuck. You're gonna tsunami on my face. You're gonna flood like the Nile. Yeah, I guess the drought in my pussy is finally over. The villagers will finally eat. If you're gonna die while you're eating me out, I want your last breath to be in my pussy. This is Dirty Grandpa with Robert De Niro and Aubrey Plaza. It's just fucking disgusting. It's actually just too gross to laugh at. Oh, here it is. We have a long-standing bet. Who's the better golfer? Obviously, I've got the bigger 3-wood. Good. Maybe you can use it to hit your balls right into my vagina. This is Zac Efron and Robert De Niro. Take one. Being a corporate lawyer is awesome. I get to handle SCC compliance. No shit. Yeah. You handle SCC compliance? LP agreements? Oh man, I didn't know that. LLC agreements? You're shitting me. Being a corporate lawyer, it's got its upsides. You know what I'd rather do? What? I'd rather let Queen Latifah shit in my mouth from a fucking hot air balloon. Some of this is just not readable. Robert De Niro, party till you're pregnant. Robert De Niro, the greatest gift a grandson can give his grandfather is a hot college girl who wants to have unprotected sex with him before he dies. Robert De Niro and Zac Efron. You're like some sort of cock-blocking Terminator. This is an 80-year-old man says this, okay? You're like some sort of cock-blocking Terminator sent back from the future to cock-block humans. Zac Efron says, gotcha. The robots should have sent you instead of Arnold Schwarzenegger. You could have cock-blocked John Connor's parents and he never would have been born. There's some shit in the movie that's actually just offensive. Hi, Professor. Wow, there's the prettiest little girl on the beach. Thank you. Actually, I was talking to your friend. Bradley. Yup, immediately offensive. I'm going back to the hotel. Robert De Niro. Just try not to join the cast of Rent on the way back. That shit's just like, that's just rude. That's just ignorant, man. Anyway, so that's Dirty Grandpa. Highly not recommended. Anyway. Yeah. What have I done? More. That's the whole script. It was one of the best scripts on the 2011 Blacklist. People praise the script. Really? That's what. So the Blacklist is something. It's the best unoptioned scripts in Hollywood. So every year they have like a list of films that have not been picked up, but the scripts are really liked, right? You would think that the Blacklist would eventually lead to like amazing movies being picked up, and I'm sure there's been some, but if you go back to like the 2005 Blacklist and you look at the most highly regarded movies that haven't been picked up but then later were made into movies, a lot of them were pure garbage. Like, you're like, wow, it was a script darling, it was on the Blacklist for 5 years, it came out, it got a 17% on Rotten Tomatoes, nobody liked it at all, nobody remembers that it existed. Anyway. Free Guy was one? Okay, apparently that is pretty good. I heard Free Guy was good. Dragon Slayer Doppelganger. King's Speech? Okay, sure. But I mean, come on. It's the King's Speech. It was lights out, man. We're gonna... I don't know if this one's will make it into YouTube. This might be one of those rare Twitch onlys, but it is funny. Lights Out is another one. I don't think I've seen Lights Out. I always get it confused with Don't Breathe and It Follows. They made the Don't Breathe 2, right? Which is not good. It Follows is great. Highly recommended. Don't Breathe 1 is pretty good. How do you feel about Grandma's Boy? I think it's really bad. And I think it's really bad. That's like all I got. How about Norbit? Norbit is horrible, but I do have to say, having watched Dirty Grandpa, Dumb and Dumber 2, and like 4 of the 5 scary movies in the last 6 weeks, Norbit is probably the best out of all of them, which is kind of crazy. It is also, it's Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys famously remarked that Norbit is his favorite movie. So how bad could it be? Okay, I will... Maybe there's 1 or 2 scary movies better than Norbit, but it's bad. Norbit is not a good movie, but it's not complete. Well, it is complete garbage, but it's not irredeemable. Like, Dirty Grandpa actually just disgusted me. It offended my sensibilities, both as somebody who tries to be funny and as a human being that, like, has to live in this society. Knowing that, like, at any given moment, like, when you're in the grocery store, you could be next to somebody who worked on that film, actually has eroded a lot of the fabric that keeps me connected with my fellow man. Beautiful. Son of a... Yeah, I hate to say it, but like Bad Grandpa starring Johnny Knoxville, I watched it and thought it was not great 6 years ago. But it's substantially better than Dirty Grandpa. I don't trust any... If somebody tells you that Dirty Grandpa is their favorite movie, you have just met the person on planet Earth with the worst taste of all time. What about Bad Santa? Bad Santa 1 is pretty good. I think it's okay. Bad Santa 2 is actually a lot like Dirty Grandpa. Like, Bad Santa 2, the only joke is like, you know, hey, Santa, you can't say that. It made no sense to me that Christina Hendricks was in that. Like, Kathy Bates is in that movie. Kathy Bates has an Oscar, man. What is she doing playing Billy Bob Thornton's mom in Bad Santa 2? Like, you know, maybe it's just... I bet it was fun to be, like, a part of the production or whatever, but... I'm the Santa, gotta love me. Yeah, Bad Santa 2 is walkout worthy. I didn't see it in theaters. If I saw Dirty Grandpa in theaters and I was like alone, or you know, I could turn to my wife and be like, let's walk out, I would have walked out. If I saw it. Like, some of the scary, like, there is a scene, you know, in Scary Movie 1 where the guy has not orgasmed in such a long time that when he orgasms, he shoots enough semen on his partner that they stick to the ceiling. That's gross, but just the shit coming out of Robert De Niro's mouth in Dirty Grandpa, and then also knowing that he's like, I mean, he was in Raging Bull and Heat and like so many incredible, I mean, he was in Meet the Parents, another all-timer. It just, I felt bad for him that he was saying this shit in this movie, man. Like, you can't take that stuff back. I genuinely think it might be one of the worst movies ever made. It's like weaponizable. Worse than The Room? Well, it depends on how you define worse. Like, at least Dirty Grandpa is like competently made. It's horrible, but it's competently, like, the lighting is acceptable. I'm sure the craft services was doing their best. The Room is just like an unmitigated disaster from front to back, but yeah, at least there's genuine laughs to be had in it. I went with my family to see Daddy's Home. It was so bad I left and waited in the lobby. Daddy's Home is the one with Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell, right? That's correct. I watched Daddy's Home on an airplane, and I did not walk out because that would have killed me and everyone else on board. I think I even finished the movie, but the rules are different up in the sky. Like, literally just having anything on the screen is better than nothing. This movie sucks. Bye, all. Peace. Deuces. We had it too. I'm trying to think, like, I've seen some bad movies mid-flight. I mean, they made a sequel to Daddy's Home, which is crazy, but I watched Get Hard on an airplane. You can bonk it because the title is made to be bonked. But I watched Get Hard on an airplane, and I was like, I didn't think it was good. But I got kind of a soft spot for Will Ferrell. Like, even in Will Ferrell movies where, like, the movie is bad, and he's playing the same character he should play, or he does play in every movie, I just like him. I just find him a likable guy for whatever reason. Have you seen Holmes and Watson? Yeah, it's insanely, it's horrible. It's really bad. I highly recommend not watching it. Have you seen Jack and Jill? It's not Jack anymore, it's Dunk! I have seen Talladega Nights. I take some heat over my negative reaction to Talladega Nights. I mentioned that it's part of a very cursed summer where I was super excited for 3 movies. X3, The Last Stand, Ricky Bobby and the Ballad of Talladega Nights, and Nacho Libre. I saw all 3 in theaters. Thought they all were disappointing. But now people are like, people have gone to bat for Nacho Libre, which disagree with, but okay. I mean, if you like boring movies that squander all the talent in them, then, you know, who am I to tell you? Talladega Nights is probably the one I catch the most heat for. X3, nobody's. Almost nobody. The only defense that I've ever heard for X3 is that all the dumb shit that happened in the comments, and I'm like, okay, so they did dumb shit twice. Big whoop. That, if anything, that's even more of like a knock on their character than anything else. But I should acknowledge that it could be worse. They could have done bad shit 3 times, which they then later did when they made Dark Phoenix, which is like almost the exact same movie as X3, The Last Stand again. Son of a... You also like the Munsters? Excuse me, I did not say that. I simply made a tweet that said, man, I bet people who backed the Munsters in the Munsters versus Addams Family feud are feeling pretty stupid right about now. It's because, like, the Munsters hasn't been on the air for, like, 60 years. The Addams Family had 2 absolutely banger movies in the 90s. Then, like, a couple of television series, and then now they got the animated movies with Oscar Isaacs in them, the sequels coming out. I deleted that tweet, but it wasn't because it was offensive. Like, if anything, I was just annoyed because, like, after an hour, it had like 60 likes, and I just said, fuck you, like, this deserves better. Like, I would rather keep it to myself than send it out here to die with 60 likes. We're gonna make it. Prediction, will you beat this level in the next 15? Look, I'm not gonna... I don't want to eat any believer tears today, okay? My head's not fully in Mario, but this is what happens when you haven't done Casino in a little bit. We got Banter stored up, apparently. Because I've been watching all these dog shit movies. And Survivor, not dog shit. Had a good time. Thoughts on the Internship starring Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn, not Will Ferrell? I've seen a lot of it on TV. I think I watched it like when the baby was newborn. The movie is really bad, but it's also really funny because it's like a glimpse. It's a time machine back to when people were very pro Google. You know, I've talked about it a few times, but there was like 15 years or so where people, myself included, would actually like say shit like, well, yeah, Google's got access to all our data, but if any corporation's gonna have it, I'd love for it to be Google. We've come a long way. Nowadays, people are like, ah, shit. They all suck. No one said that ever. Tell me you're like 15 years old without telling me you were 15 years old. If you don't remember like the AOL era internet and how it felt that Google stepped in and was like, hey, you know how you have to like pay 20 bucks a month for an email address from like your ISP? Guess what? Not anymore. It was all awesome. We were like, sign up, sign up, sign up, sign up, sign up. Sign up for everything. And then like 10 years later, we're like, oh no. I mean, I say this as somebody who's on YouTube, but... Son of a... There was a... No, you didn't need to use... There was a brief time where you needed to use a referral code for Gmail. Like an hour or something like that. And then after that hour was over, like it's been open season since then. But people were desperate for those invite codes. It was like Clubhouse, but if it actually gated things behind a service that people found useful at all. I remember a friend who was really into privacy was stoked about Google Chrome. Dude, it's funny now because people are like, Chrome blows. I lived in a house, again, with like 5 engineers, and people were like, when Chrome came out, it was like an instant swap from Firefox to Chrome. Everybody was like, oh my god, Google came out with a browser? I'm in. Anyway, I'm not trying to... Hey, Google, I'm doing that... I am very intelligent. It seems like you're using a service while also criticizing it. I'm just saying. The culture was different back then. The perception of Google in the late 2000s was like, this is an awesome, like, cool company. And they don't do anything wrong. They do their best. They burned up some of that goodwill. I think, generally speaking, they still have a lot for some people, but we're gonna make it, man. We're gonna beat this level. The Pixel is a good phone. I'm not a phone guy, but a couple of years ago, Kate got me a Pixel for my birthday, and it was like kind of cool for like a month, but immediately after getting it, I was like, the battery life on this is a lot worse than my old phone, which is not what you want to see after you buy a phone. So I normally hold my phones for like 2 to 3 years. It's not like an ethical stance. It's just like I hate migrating over all my stuff to them. The Pixel was, that was a 1-year Marty. It's the first time I've ever done a 1-year phone life cycle. Because I was just like, literally I would like wake up, you know, use it to entertain me while I was having a bowel movement. Put it down on my desk, start my workday, and then I would pick it up at the end of the stream, and it would be like 17% battery life. And I was like, what the hell's going on with this? Now I've returned to the world of the Samsung Galaxy. Close. And it's fantastic. Never had an issue. Owned many Samsungs in my life. Never had an issue. At this point, like, I can't finish this segment without beating this level. Am I really gonna boot up Mario Maker and not beat a single level? Fuck you, man! I mean, we got time. We got like an hour till the next, till Gardic, but maybe my Pro controller's charged enough. My hand, you know, on the bright side is not numb. Or sorry, I ruined the punchline. My hand doesn't hurt anymore. On the bright side, I can't feel it. Hey, on the bright side, my hand doesn't hurt anymore. Yeah, it doesn't hurt because I can't feel it. Hello, Daddy. Is this the new WarioWare? Hello, Daniel. You want me to play more WarioWare? Beat the story mode. In the time it takes you to do one Isaac run, you could honestly beat the story mode of WarioWare, like the little of it that's left, and then spend like an hour grinding part of the weekly challenge. I promise you is good sauce. Oh my god. He needs to be on pace though. If he wants to remain on pace, he doesn't need to play more Isaac. He just needs to play Isaac faster. Like this guy, he's so concerned about his pace. He's like, I've got to stay on pace Picante. He says it 25 times per run. Then I watch him, he's doing the Ascent in Isaac. And he's farming up every room with the red key. to try to find a secret room, and chat's just screaming, "Hey, there's no secret rooms on the Ascent! There's no secret rooms on the Ascent!" And he's just looking at chat, but not acknowledging it at all. I know. It exists in your... When you decide you want to do something as a streamer, you can read things in chat, and then you just, you know, I can hear you, but I won't. I'm just saying, you don't need to go... You don't need to spend more time in the Isaac mines. You just need to, you know, use your pickaxe on visible sources of ore instead of, you know, I'm just going to tunnel through this wall and hope I find a diamond. Well, what about that exposed diamond right there? Oh, I don't want that one. I want to find my own diamond. I was laughing, Dan, when you said Tainted Cain will probably do his, it'll probably require his own day on the stream. I was like, this guy doesn't even know. You made Tainted Azazel have his own day on the stream just due to the length of the runs. Tainted Cain, you know, you could spend 6 months on that guy. Alternatively, you know, the way you play the game, you could also do almost everything as Tainted Cain in a single run, but knowing how long your single runs are, that could be, you know, that could be 6 months. I'm just saying, you got a long road ahead of you. And I'm genuinely rooting for you. But there is a part of me that's like, if you just played a little WarioWare, I promise. I mean, the farming of Pogs in WarioWare is out of control. The problem right now is I got nobody to compete with. No offense, Jay, if you're still here. I mean, I believe that you could get there. You haven't put in the time really yet, but... I mean, I'm sitting at a 26.06. Jay's at like a... I think he's at a 29.5 or something like that. Like, we got a long way to go, man. Just think of the Pog stabilities. Exactly. Look, I'll talk about yield farming when you beat 28 seconds in the WarioWare Weekly Challenge. It's that simple. I never thought I would be the one go and play less Isaac. I'm just saying. I'm not. You don't have to play less Isaac. Just play WarioWare as well. Can I get a check, by the way? Check, please. When does new Forza come out? Hold on, I got a little hangnail, if you'll excuse me. Done. When does new Forza come out? Game drought that bad? I don't know what your problem is. I'm having fun. I'm having a good time. Just because the level's beating me. Again, Dan, you know what it's like, man. I mean, you got kids. Chat's in a similar boat, you know? They don't get neurotransmitters immediately. They're like, "Ah, this sucks. I hate it. Oh, negative feelings." When you live in the sauce like this, negative feelings, all I have are negative thoughts. Even now, it's because the same thing happened in Slay the Spire. I made it to the end. And died. People were like, "Wow, that's so sad. You were so close. Like, you must feel like garbage." I'm like, "Nah, man. Getting to the end is an incredible data point because it means that if I can get to the end once, I can get to it in the future as well." So the more data points you get in your favor like that, the happier I am, honestly. What if it's your peak? I just won't stop playing until I beat the level. When they add cute anime waifus, and you can put in your mom's credit card. And whenever the game makes you feel a negative emotion, you could just give them $50. Then I'll ask for chat's advice on gaming, okay? I'll be like, excuse me, which of these 1,700 menu items do I pick? Do I want more gems? Do I want more rubies? Do I want more golden coins? Do I want more rainbow tokens? And then I'm sure they'll hit me with 1,000 essays about, well, if you want it, the most efficient way to play, if you don't want to go to free to play, is to do your dailies, and then also every day there will be rainbow tokens on sale, and then you'll take your rainbow tokens. Never ever do a gotcha roll with them. What you're going to do with your rainbow tokens is use them to get extra tries at the daily challenge, and then if you get a daily challenge that's in the top 7% consistently, then you'll increase your yield by 95%. That will get you more gotcha pulls over the average 30-day interval. That's what, like, that's the kind of thing I need advice for. In Mario, like, you just jump forehead. It's all about maintaining motivation. I could have done that one better. Maintaining a little emotional stability, or alternatively, Michael Jordaning it. One person in chat said I can't make it. I take that personally. Penguito, 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 Penguito. You're lucky. Penguito? You're lucky. Will you do another Dark Souls randomizer in the future? We're in a weird spot with it. I know how this sounds, but honestly, like, Dark Souls 1 randomizer is too easy. And I'm not saying that as a flex, but, like, we've done it enough now that, like, it's not that I would, like, not flawless every boss or whatever, but it's like, you know, you always get past, like, a little difficulty knot, and then the rest of it is, like, so easy. And then Dark Souls 2 is bad. And Dark Souls 3 is, like, I don't know. I mean, at some point, you just gotta, like, retire it for a bit, right? Like, the randomizer era was pretty good, but, like, I think I'm taking the chat position that I'm, like, kind of sick of Dark Souls temporarily. I'm very much looking forward to Elden Ring, even though I'm somewhat confident that it's going to get delayed, but I don't really want to play it otherwise, you know? I think I'm over it for the time being. We've done enough, right? Also, like, there's no drought. Like, this is life, man. If you're constantly waiting for, like, the next big thing, you're never gonna be happy. You gotta learn how to derive some joy intrinsically. Like, the weather's nice. I got the fan on in here. I got a nice little, you know, simulated breeze coming in. Playing some video games, enjoying some Mario. Everything's good, man. And, you know, if anything, I'm happy we haven't beaten the level. Because if we'd beaten the level, we already would have had the flood of dopamine. We know that the dopamine is still ahead of us. Maybe not this time. Oh no, Dan ran a bet. Will Ryan Gary beat this level by 5:15 p.m. Eastern Time? Okay. Can I look, you can handle the bet. But all I wanted to say was thank you for reversing the way that you do the bets on your stream from no yes to yes no. Because you saved me a huge headache there. There were going to be a lot of people that were going to be like, you know, oh, the yeses were supposed to be here, the nos were supposed to be here. Okay, anyway, focus. Okay, this one's not doing it. I bet wrong and it's your fault. Oops, I went all in without reading it carefully. We're gonna go quiet to try to help the believers out. Oh, what? I thought we were good there. Listening to Steely Dan. Okay. I see your picture. Your name is lies above it. That one we had to throw. This is your big debut. And when you smile for the camera, I know they're gonna love you. Luigi. You got your baby. Okay, this would be a big one. Not today. What's a good song to start with Steely Dan? I literally know nothing they've ever done. Ricky, Don't Lose That Number, Dirty Work, Reelin' in the Years. I mean, those are the classic. Then you got, Peg, track 4 off of Asia. Great album. One of the best albums, I would say. Someone said, What a Fool Believes. Are you stupid? Are you trying to get trunked? What a Fool Believes is by the Doobie Brothers. With Michael McDonald. Michael McDonald is a part of many Steely Dan songs, such as Peg. Peg, it will come back to you. But what the Doobie Brothers did, What a Fool Believes. Another all-time classic. I mean, I would not be disappointed to add that to the classic rock pantheon. Oh, we were in there too. You don't know me, but I'm your brother. Because we're taking it to the streets. Taking it, no need for running. Okay, probably. I mean, you're watching the timer, Dan. You pay out as you please. I keep saying one more. I keep dying in 2 seconds. Focus? It's not a focus situation. Like, I'm very, I'm agnostic on that. I think focus can help, but I think it's really just you get enough. It's like WarioWare. You get a little bit better every time. In your ability, not in the results. The results depend on many things, some of which are outside of your control. I forgot what buttons did what there. Literally last one. It's all in your control? No, I don't believe that. I think that's a great way to set yourself up for disaster. Okay, this is the genuine last one. No matter what happens, there you go. It's paid out. That was not a throw. I mean, that was just, it was not deliberate at least. Flirting with Disaster, great song. We're traveling down the road and I'm flirting with disaster. We can do this, man. I appreciate you putting the time zone in there too, Dan. You know how it is. You got to run bets like in such a way that it can stand up to like an attorney reading it. I'm a believer in, like, I think focus can matter. Don't get me wrong. But I'm also a believer in just doing a number of attempts. Eventually you're gonna get it. As long as you believe in yourself. Like, that was good, except for part. Don't read this next prop bet. Oh my god. Will Ryan Gary beat this level by 5:15? is already 516. It's the same bet? I mean, I don't know how I feel. Like, the one bet is okay. Now we got a mod running in here. They're, like, doing their own casino? Like, they're running their own private casino on me? On the other hand, I'm kind of for it. Because I have to do no work at all. That must be why your Slay the Spire win rate is so good. First off, you don't even know. I know something you don't know, so fuck you. Thanks for the sub. But also, I take a different approach, you know? I'm the average gamer. I'm the everyman. The thing that separates me is I think chat are better gamers, but they crumble in the face of adversity. So I believe if you put me up against chat in the average game, if you give us 2 hours to practice, I'll go 50-50 at best with chat. I think if we all put our minds to it, over the course of 5 years, I'm crushing you. Because I see you in chat, you know, you got into chess. I'll be 1500 by this time 6 months from now. Then you lose 2 games, and you just become somebody that only does puzzles. And you trick yourself into thinking that you're getting better at chess, but actually what you're getting better at seeing is like cheeky checkmates. Situations that will never come up in game. You want to get to 1500, you know, over the board? You're going to have to learn how to take some L's. It's a useful skill. Please, we need you to answer this question. Is The Hobbit better than The Lord of the Rings? The movies? Possibly the dumbest question I've ever heard in my entire life. The Hobbit movies are inoffensive, and the Lord of the Rings movies are sublime. Few? I mean, you might disagree with me on some things. I mean, that's basically like asking me whether, like, water is wet or spicy. I need a yes or no. Is this the prop bet? The prop bet is, does he think The Hobbit is better than The Lord of the Rings? The Lord of the Rings movies kick the crap out of the Hobbit movies. What about the books? The Lord of the Rings books kick the crap out of the Hobbit books. Book, I should say, I guess. I need a yes or no? Then ask me the question. You can interpret it yourself. Need you to answer this question. Is The Hobbit better than Lord of the Rings trilogy? No. The answer to that question is no. And it's one of the only bets I've ever done where I do not feel bad for the people who voted yes. Like, what is wrong with you? You really thought I was going to be like, The Hobbit's better than Lord of the Rings? What were the percentages on that? I'm hoping it was like 95-5 at worst. Son of a bitch. 97-3. Okay, so there. Look, I imagine then there were some speculative bets. Focus. I don't believe in focus, but let's do it anyway. This thing is a piece of garbage, man. Preferring The Hobbit is an opinion you only make up for attention. Yeah, it's like the people who eat lemons or say that they don't like pizza. No, yeah, like NL, we all have jokes here. Like, I get it, but I really actually don't like pizza and I eat lemons. Yeah, I get it. Here's that attention you ordered. Son of a... What if I'm allergic to tomato sauce? Are you? No. Okay, then, you know, here's that attention you ordered. Someone could be. Lemon's a top-tier flavor? Yeah, but lemon doesn't taste like lemon. It tastes like acid. You know? Yellow Starburst tastes like lemon. Okay, Dan, you're making a mockery of the casino on this one. Would Mario beat Luigi in a what? No mockery? I mean, this isn't even... You didn't even say, will the streamer think Luigi will beat Mario? You're just asking, would Mario beat Luigi? That's not a casino question. That's just a poll. It's not even... I don't even know what to say about that. You're just asking for people's opinion. How about will he beat the level? Oh, fuck. There's a third part. Needle moved, though. Okay, that's what you're supposed to do. Do you think Luigi would beat Mario in a street fight? Yeah, I'm not gonna answer the question. I think you're turning my chat into gambling addicts with this question. We gotta keep some things sacred. It needs to be something that has an empirical, verifiable outcome. Plus, they don't know me because they're each other's brothers. I'm just saying, they wouldn't take it to the streets. Dude, What a Fool Believe is actually, like, it's an incredible song, though. Michael McDonald makes no sense. Like, how is it possible that Michael McDonald's voice could be, like, down here? But then when he sings, he goes, like... What a fool believe a white man has the power. How does he do that, man? I slammed my penis into the car door. I slammed my penis into the car door. Dude, do you think there's a chance that they would make, like a new Parappa game? Now that the Parappa memes are popping off? Nope. That's actually fair. I feel like Parappa the Rapper, I'm not going to say it's a bad game, but I think that it was made good within the constraints of the PlayStation 1 era. If they made another one now, it would be like... You know, you'd beat it in like 4 hours and then be like, what do I do now? There's no place for me to put in my mom's credit card. I wore out my demo disc, though, man. I wore out my demo disc from Official PlayStation Magazine. Oh, so close. Playing the Onion Knight Parappa level, I should say. Kick, punch, it's all in the mind. If you want to test me, I'm sure you'll find... The things I'll teach you is sure to beat you, but nevertheless, you'll get a lesson from teacher now. Great level. All-time great level. Parappa does seem like one of those games that Konami could have made a pachinko machine for already without me knowing it. If Dark Souls was on a demo disc, what do you think it would include? Honestly, I think the easy answer is the Asylum. The not so easy answer is, what if you just drop them at the bridge? Well, like, you know when you leave that portal, well, sorry, hallway? It's really a portal that's just extended. Between Firelink Shrine and Undeadburg, and they just dropped you, like, right at the entrance to Undeadburg and just said, don't stop till you're numb. It's pretty funny, like, the Dark Souls 2 demo at conventions was Mirror Night. I don't know if I would recommend that in hindsight, or maybe it's the smartest thing they could have done with the marketing for that game. They literally made, like, the best boss fight possible as the demo. Oh, fuck. Focus. I love it. Looking Glass Knight is a great boss fight, man. It's a great boss fight. It's one of the highlights of Dark Souls 2. No question. Beauty. Oh! Pursuer, though? Pursuer would be fun, too. How long has NL been on this level? I don't know, like an hour and a half. One more juice, one more squeeze. How did NL end up back here? I wasn't watching. We're not back here. This is the furthest we've ever been. Next question, please. How you doing? I'm doing well. Like I said, it's a good day. It snuck up on me. Baby's first birthday is Tuesday, which is crazy, man. It feels like it does not feel like it's been a year. Well, Kate and I were talking about it. Like, if you count it by, like, months, things feel like they've just whipped by, right? Like it's been a year. If you count it, like, by minute, there's been some long minutes over the course of the past, and some absolutely, like, agonizing hours. But overall, it's gone by pretty quick. Baby's first birthday. Yeah, we got some family coming in. It should be fun to get, like, some socialization from other adults. One of these days, man. Who painted the girl with the pearl earring? It's Johannes Vermeer. Who's saying Reunited and it feels so good. It's Peaches and Herb. I'm telling you, when you get locked in the memory prison, it doesn't ever come out. It's stuck in the memory prison now. My first child will arrive in March. Any tips? I mean, I don't know. I don't, like, it's a weird question. Like, I still don't know what answer to give to questions like that. As long as you're, like, preparing yourself accordingly, I think you're fine. Like, you don't need to... I don't want to give you the conventional wisdom. You're not supposed to Z-jump over that. Like, the conventional wisdom is, you know, here's how you do sleep training. You know, first poop's gonna be, like, really disgusting. Don't worry about it. I'm more like, I think on, like, a spiritual level, you know? I actually have no advice. I'm realizing. Like, prepare yourself as much as possible, but then just, like, relax. Like, it's not that hard on, like, a moment-to-moment basis to raise a baby. I don't know about a child, right? It's not that hard on a moment-to-moment basis. But... ooh, you don't need advice for that. I think the advice you need is like, you know, like, just take it day by day. Just relax, I guess, is what makes sense. The hardest part, and I say this knowing my wife does substantially more, the baby, like, rearing, at least right now. The hardest part is when you've been watching the baby for, like, hours, and you just, like, are begging just to look at your phone for, like, half a second, but every time you try it, just, not even to get any information, just to, like, get... I don't even know, like a tolerance break for a half second. But every time you try to look at your phone, she like tries to throw herself into the corner of a piece of furniture or something like that. So just, I don't know, like maybe practice your meditation. I'd say that's like the only thing. And the reason that's on the top of my mind is just because we got everything else sorted. Oh, come on. You know, once you get through this stuff that's like, oh my god, is everything okay? And then you realize that it's totally normal, then the rest of it is just, you know, staying sane. And I guess what I would say for, like, in terms of the coping mechanisms there, it gets easier. Like, when the baby was like 4 months old and I was on baby duty and it was raining, you know, 24/7 because that's what it's like in Vancouver, I was like, what the heck do I do? You know, I'm just like bouncing her in the bouncy chair for 3 hours. Now that she's older and the weather's nicer, walking top-tier chore. Take her out for a little walk. Get some chores done. And also, she's, like, learning now. Like, she's replying to things and mimicking well and stuff like that. So there's a really narrow window where it's, like, it's just chaos. That's about it. And yeah, don't do the... I mean, you'll probably do it anyway if it's your first kid. But we were stupid. I'm sure, like, a lot of people have this story. But, like, when we had the baby, we were like, you know, okay, you just had the baby. You go to sleep. I'll stay up and stare at it. Just so I'm ready if something goes terribly wrong. Oh. And then, you know, you wake up after 4 hours and then I'll go to sleep and you can stare at the baby, etc., etc. That lasted, like, 72 hours. And then we just both fell asleep once, and then when we woke up, the baby was just in the crib and doing fine, and then we're like, okay, we're idiots. But for a while, I was like, how are we going to keep this up? We got to keep watch on the baby 24/7. 365 times 2, I was contemplating getting on stage. Anyway, that's about it. That's my baby tip. It's fun now. I very much look forward to the baby time, day in, day out. But it's kind of like a cheat code, because, like our baby's the cutest baby. So, like, when I go out, everyone looks at the baby and goes, oh my god! And then I'm like, back off! Yeah, hey, actually, that's a really good point as well. The first few weeks are totally screwed. Like, it is chaos. But you also will never, like, take advantage of the fact that while you're, you know, waking up at 4 a.m. and probably not that pleased about it, your active baby duty is really quite simple during that period. For real. You can watch movies, you can watch TV, you know, all you got to do is hold the baby while they bottle feed or like, you know, bounce them in the bouncy chair, whatever kind of apparatus you got going on. You can watch a lot of movies, you can watch a lot of TV, etc., etc. That will change. When the baby gets old enough that they kind of require constant stimulation, your attention is going to be justifiably occupied by watching the baby. You'll go through, like, I never understood it when parents were like, you know, oh, I haven't seen any movie that's come out in like the last 7 years. I was like, it's 2 hours. Just watch a movie. And then like, now I get it. Because I'm like, when you're on baby duty, you're like on baby duty now. You don't just leave the baby in a chair and then like, you know, watch Gardic phone VODs. You're like, you know, if you think you're the only one going to bed, you're in for a surprise, my little sleepyhead. The cow lets out a dreamy moo that says, go to sleep, honey. We love you. The dog and cat cuddle up and dim the light. They whisper sweet dreams, nighty-night, and sleep tight. Mommy ladybug tucks her bitty bugs in just right. I love you all, she says. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Mommies and daddies go to sleep too. They wake up rested and ready to tickle you. So going to sleep is not just for you. Everyone everywhere goes to sleep too. Curious little cow. She loves to watch and learn. She looks all around, something new at every turn. Cow visits... Wait, no. What does cow hear? A sound loud and strong. Why, it's only Mr. Rooster singing his morning song. Kirk-a-doodle-doo! Cow visits hen, roosting on her nest. Farmer Jane collects the eggs, brown and speckled, they're the best. Cow's best friends, pig and sheep, have come to play. Horse and goat join in the fun. It's a happy, fun-filled day. Hey, zookeeper, flip the flap. What's that? A scratchy elephant. Feeding time, flip the flap. What's that? A silky penguin. I don't remember. One of them leads into Fluffy Panda. Take a nap, flip a flap. A fluffy panda. Why? I saw the end. I saw the end. Why did you disown the frog song? She's advanced past it. It no longer brings her the joy that it once did because it's too simple. So like here, I got a funny story for you, right? Kate and her family moved here from Korea in like 2000, even the year 2000. Oh no, we got 1 minute left for the prop bet too. Kate's parents don't, they speak English okay. Not well enough to like, you know, read documents or something like that. But sometimes when they want me to be part of the conversation, they'll try to get across like the gist of what they were saying to me. And I'm just like, yeah, I get it. Don't worry about it. But when our baby was born, Kate's mom was like, I bought her a toy. And we're like, oh, thank you. Then when she left, we opened it up. That son of a bitch is in French. It is a book that sings nursery rhymes. But it's in French. And I don't even know, like, the nursery rhyme. Like, I know Frère Jacques, okay? Dormez-vous, sonnez la matina, ding, dang, dong. Trust me, that's no problem. But then some of them... Does anybody here know this one? La du sonne, la du son, la sonne, la du vent, dormez-vous. And then it ends with you, like a Soulja Boy song. I'm not being facetious. I vaguely know that one. And then there's like something, la petite lapin, something, la jardin. Anyway, I'm learning French pretty easily, as you can tell. You! I should ask Jugmeat. We talk all the time. Anyway, so she's really into like the French book, which is nice. And then I just kind of like get to, it's almost like a little education for myself because I get to listen along and try to speak. Yeah, Bateau sur l'eau, that's it. Bateau sur l'eau is one of them. The only French songs I know, anybody else rocking Je suis un pizza avec du fromage? Avec du fromage? How's the Korean learning going? 0, completely stalled. I have essentially no time. And, you know, look, rather than play the who has less time and less motivation Olympics, let's just all admit, like, it's been a long year and a half. Some of us longer than others. When I wake up deliberately early so I can get my YouTube work done. I get my YouTube work done. I stream. Right after I stream, I go straight into baby duty. Right after baby duty, I cook dinner. Right after dinner, I clean up from dinner. Then right after that, I take a shower. Then I set my YouTube thumbnails. At that point, I have anywhere between an hour and 15 seconds before I want to go to bed. So it's not high on my list most of the time to be like, let's, you know, putz around with this language learning. As much as I wish that did represent me, let's go! So I've never felt this before. This part of my hand is sore from playing on this piece of crap for an hour and 45 minutes. This, I didn't think there was anything in here. But whatever is here is on fucking fire. I gotta have to sit like this for a couple hours. That's a major tendon? Oh, man. Looks like Dan just bailed on the bet. Are you kidding me? Choose prediction. Choose outcome. No. Unfortunately, but something went wrong. Please try again. Okay, thank you, mods. Thank you. Oh my god, dude. Keep your mouth shut. I got it. Don't touch the prop bet. All right, we got 15 minutes left, man. I don't know. I can't believe I played one Mario Maker level. It took that long, man. Oh. Crank that car, girl. I'm not taking that shitty dog home. One crossword puzzle? Wario for 15 minutes? No. I told you I'm not playing Mario or Wario today. Then when people go, please, please, play Wario, please, I'm begging you. Then I play Wario, and they're like, shake my head. He couldn't even stay away for a day. So embarrassing. No, you can't play Zoms until the end of the stream because it causes 70% of people to leave, even though it's nonstop Pog. Well, you know what? Let's run an experiment, okay? Let's play 15 minutes. Okay, I'm just gonna title this /marker end of Mario Maker, and I don't even know if that's making it to YouTube. I mean, we said some stuff we can't take back, like all of Robert De Niro and Aubrey Plaza's lines from Dirty Grandpa. Are you coming or dying? I think a little bit of both. So Gardig's coming up in like 14 minutes, okay? So don't leave because we're going to play Gardic. But first, We're going to play a round of Zombs Royale. We're going to get a win. And I made the title of the stream, WTF, it's Zombies Royal. Just, that's a little secret. Clickbait no longer works. Instead of clickbait, you must make a misspelling. That's new bait.